This guy here, though, I think. What do y'all think about? Will Seaton start this year, or will one of those big tackles that coming in, maybe a guy who has 1 year left, will come in and start first? Say, oh, that's the scripture. My bad. I think Seaton have a chance to come in and start first. If he come in January, man, he get with Coach Mo and get in that weight room and do his thing in that weight room, get stronger, tougher, faster, bigger, understand the game, understand the schemes, and then go through the spring practice. He'll be starting by the fall, or at least it'll be a tough. Just imagine if he's as good to, he's good enough to start, right? And then you bring in a top tier class of linemen from the portal. That and mess around, he doesn't start. That shows you the strength that you have on your offensive line. If he doesn't start, now if he does start, I think that'll show you the talent that he has, and then that gives you flexibility on your offensive line to move the other guys around. Imagine that. Imagine Big Tyler, both Tylers on the offensive line starting with Seaton. And now you got two other guys to fill in. You got Connor, and you might get the other kid from Florida, or you can get the other kid from Houston. This is going to shape up to be something very interesting on this offensive line. To be real with you, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, Taj Austin is also in the NFL draft. Shout out to my dog Moneybag. 6'10" wingspan for Jordan. A lot of people say, well, what does that mean? Just like in the NBA, people talking about he got a 10-foot wingspan. That means he can stand up and he can touch the rim by standing up with a 10-foot wingspan. With this guy with a 6'10" wingspan, or that means his arms is super long. 6'10". He stand out to be as long as Anthony Davis. Pause, right? So those are the toughest offensive linemen to get around as a defensive end. If you're going against a guy who has good feet and long arms, and he's strong and tough, so now you can't really bull rush him because he's strong enough to take that bull rush. He's quick and fast enough with his feet to get back in his kickback. A lot of people, what Big Tank had problems with this year, he's quick and fast enough to get back in his kickback, right? For the speed rushers. His hands are nice to where when you go to slap him down, he's quick enough to either get slapped and get pushed back up or get back in position with his hands. So he's just a big athletic guy who just happened to be 6'5", 300+ pounds. So he has to be plugged in at tackle. Now you're blocking guys, is athletic ability against athletic ability, not athletic ability on the defensive side against a big, slow offensive lineman with heavy feet and cement shoes and stuff like that. Nah, that ain't the case. 6'10" wingspan, dog. That means he can get them arms on you. He got a quick feet, get the kickback, and then he can reach out and get the arms on you. Once he's locked out with that wingspan, goodness gracious, you ain't going nowhere. Just imagine you as an adult grabbing a little kid with your wingspan and you holding them back like this. It's kind of like that cartoon where you put the hand on the head and the little kid is doing like this, but you just like that. Same thing. As an offensive lineman, if you have long arms, you have an advantage. If you have good feet, double advantage. If you're strong, you about to be a draft pick. If you're smart and you got a dog in you, got that dog in you, you about to be a top 10 draft pick. So look like this kid has everything that you would need to be exactly what they're looking for as a draftee, a top draftee in the NFL. And I think that's exactly what he wants to be one day. He talks like big Trent Williams. That's who he say model his game after also. And Trent is big, nasty, and nice at the same time. Nice in a good way. The Heisman winner is Jaden Daniel.